Welcome to St. John's Prep here in Harare, Zimbabwe, taking on huge tradition from both these two schools, St. John's and BC. Let's check out the teams at TC. Some names has been outstanding. Young Nathan Wust, looks like he's out.
Some people to watch out for. They are their number 12, Insle Chigiji, as I know because I coached them at the provincial level along with the St. John's coach Welly and the Hartmann House coach Edmund Jazzy. So
two teams who have really done very well, specifically St. John's winning their Super 8 has brought these guys on leaps and bounds to potentially.
They won't be good mates at the moment because they'll be wanting of good sportsmanship out there, but also a lot of hard rugby to be played.
Or it's always as well as St. John's College.
Runs and he offloads, he can kick. So they'll be going head to head here, but yeah, they're fantastic rugby players.
Well, Guata certainly head boy of the school. Got Nathan Wust, who suffered from flu. Oh, some big boys there. Do you see?
Yeah, they do have side. I think they call themselves. They're running through the tunnel.
All the calls of thunder as the boys run out. Guata leading them out. The captain, he's been fantastic this year. Oh. Boys are, I'm sure he's going to be hopefully coming on. I saw him just as he walked past us here, a little cough. So just need to be careful. But just take a teaspoon of cement hard enough and get there. But it's, well, done really nicely. Young man in the blue scrum cap. St. John's Prep playing from right to left.
Never a good idea, Robbie, but cleaned up nicely by Captain Insle Chigiji.
Well, it's good work just on inside the 22. A lot of pressure coming up there. That's Malij Madzima. The scrum off. Well, that's better play there by Hartmann House. Well, what's the ref saying there, TC?
I'm not sure what the signal was there, Robbie, but definitely a penalty infringement. Taken quickly from deep. That is interesting, Robbie.
Macho Kuduro,
yeah, that's the one. Big number player, number 8 as well. He's a hard runner. He's been also made it into that provincial side. So, but St. John's get the scrum here, Robbie. So,
yeah. So both teams obviously feeling each other out right now. As I was saying that, you can see a big push coming on. Good clear there by Christian Madzima. Well taken up. Well met on the gain line. Well, it's brilliant defense, met in defense there, but good work by the calls from the coaches through. Well, the Kunaishe Kwashirai is the big lock. The feed coming through from Noah Mitchell.
A big history in sports, especially rugby, and this promises to be a mouth-watering clash.
Saunders. Good long pass there by Mitchell. Oh, straight over the gain line.
Takes it up, and Jonas Sanders now looking for young Mugabe, who gets the ball. Darts, communication, the execution of skills so far, Robbie.
The Springboks on Saturday. Twice.
Corner there, almost got the bounce. Did the wing there. That was Ethan Blichnet, but not quite getting it. Knocking it on. So
by Jonas Sanders is really brilliant stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Asking for trouble, Hartmann House. Got to clear your lines.
To readjust their defense to Schoolboys Rugby. St. John's Prep taking on Hartmann House. First half so far, 4 minutes 50. Pretty even Stevens, yeah. Got Mukandi Chingwedere.
Chigwedere. But again, running it from deep. Good shooting up there in defense. Bobby running it from deep. I don't think it's a good idea. Turnover.
Behind the defense. A big boot down. And gets over that ball when they're defending.
Yep.
Try time.
It was always coming, Robbie. Guata is in the corner. He scored the first 5 points of this game. St. John's are.
I mean, Guata's got the wheels.
And one thing I've enjoyed about this St. John's team all season, Robbie, is the width and they use the complete width of the field.
Absolutely.
Without any disrespect to him, he didn't have much work to do. It was a dart for the line because of that space that had been created on the outside.
He had lots of work to do.
He had to run and score.
No, it was a great try. Ball head down, follow through. Jonathan has just pulled it to the right. Deep kick. Well taken there by Robert Weller. Does well to play.
That breakdown. A
Yeah.
pile of bodies. No ways that ball was coming out.
Chigiji falling over. Played probably about 2-3 meters in front of him onto the 10-yard. St. John's. Feed coming in by Zach Durham. That's a very good line out by Robert Weller. Impressing me as Robert Weller. Guata. Well, it's a drawn pass. Brilliant. Well, let me tell you, he's not the biggest guy, but that heart and his speed. Oh, that's well played. Jonathan is just knowing when he's got his support on the outside. Big clean coming out there.
Oh,
No Mitchell.
numbers on the outside. That's
The open side.
is why it had to come back there. He was in his 22, so he had a case, but back to the 22.
Feed coming in.
Oh, good
Oh,
thing he
that's-
didn't pass that.
Oh, pick and go. Taking play about 50 meters out. And
They're in their faces. Good defense from.
yeah, certainly defensively. Well, you can see the rush defense is certainly working. And some big hits are coming in.
Matukudure backs himself here, the big number 8. He's well tackled. A jackler over the ball, but misses the ball.
Well, it's
Intle
just a drawn
Chikiji.
pass.
Robbie with a kick to come.
Well, he doesn't look fast, but as soon as he puts those...
By Christian Madzima about 4 or 5 phases ago, he just spotted a gap.
I think St. John's will be kicking their defense there slightly. You've got to put the man down.
We're trying earlier in the half. You want to be in this field position. You want to get those big boys onto the ball. They'll be very hard to 2 points ahead. Don't know why he has to go so far back.
St. John's Prep here in Harare, Zimbabwe. We're covering junior rugby. Proudly
made
brought
me
to you
eat
by
my
Trade
words.
Kings. Well, they've got to be playing in the territory of the opposition. Sanders hangs the ball nicely. Lovely kick. Oh, young following his progress all season, has really had a brilliant season. And as a couple of other forwards who've had a good season. Row bottom. Mundira. Do you know Mundira?
Yep, some towering locks. Robert Weller and Munopa Membere.
Well, how's that going to change? Kick to the left side. Lovely kick. Takes him up to... Yeah, with those 2 locks.
They do. I thought of go for poles. Did cross my mind a bit there. Maybe a bit too far. Didn't back himself. Kicking into the wind. That would have meant so. Good decision to go to the...
Oh,
Those cheers are coming from Hartmann House.
yes.
Knocked on there in an attempt to pick up the ball. So, but they're not out the woods yet, are they, Hartmann House?
Brilliant
It's
work.
a defensive scrum.
Brilliant work by
But,
Hartmann House there.
Great defense. Great defense.
Pressure here. 7 points up against 5. This man. Well, you've set up a couple of phases. You're not going anywhere. Too slow, the pass.
Yes, you're doing well to recycle the ball, but you're recycling it.
From the scrum off. Bang it downfield, put the pressure, but they're losing them. Their line outs, fancying their drive. Takes play up to the 5-yard.
Be a lot higher than that. So it's good to see both teams are showing good discipline in and around.
And from Zach Durham, the vice captain. And they're running the ball. They look really good.
Oh yeah, they do. That back
That's
line.
actually really good.
For me, the balance of their team is really, really good. That's what I like. They've got those mobile for Gabe. it's electric when they're going forward. It's like poetry in motion.
Machukudu. Oh, you got to watch out. That's definitely was a high tackle. He is so tall.
But Robbie, running it in your 22. A warning there, rightfully so, for Kunaishe Kwashirai. Big man, it's a long way down for him, but still, no excuses there. You got to tackle though.
Well, the call has been from Jonas Saunders to go for Poles on his 10-yard. I mean, this is a massive kick for the young man.
No, I'm fine with that, Robbie. At the end of the day, it's about points on the board. Yes, I'm the lead by 1 point.
Well, let me tell you, he does back himself. Kick just inside Georgia's 10-yard.
He is kicking into the wind, though.
Jonas
He's got a
Saunders.
good foot. I know that he's got a good foot, this young man.
That's a lovely,
No
lovely
problems
kick.
there.
Brilliant. Jonas Saunders takes this game into heat mode. 8 points to 7. St. John's Prep up, defending their unbeaten record.
Great kick there.
Oh, he hit that so sweetly.
I don't want to sound like a broken record, but you play in your own 22. That's what you want. And put pressure on him.
Big hit up there by Hartmann. Oh, he's been a stalwart this year. He's been brilliant.
But both sides wanting to run it from deep.
Grab Guata with a dab through. That is dangerous. Dangerous work by Guata. Oh, the captain will kick himself for that one.
Do not run in your own 22 at this level. That is what I'm saying. That is what I'll continue to say. That is my story, and I will stick to it. Get the ball into opposition half. Play rugby there at this level.
You were humming it. You said it, and it's there. Oh,
but it's a spectacle we have here.
Fantastic rugby. Schoolboy rugby, junior rugby at your best, brought to you by Trade Kings. As a game of rugby changed so quickly. They certainly were stamping the authority in the first 10, 15, really. You know, and then you called it. You said play in the 22, play in the opposition 22, and look at the score.
Viewers, you might have heard one of the St. John's coaches calling exit. You know, kick it. And just after he said that, the turnover came. You know, the red and the green we have here, doesn't it remind you of the Welsh?
I'm getting a beady eye from one of our production, Ian Riley.
Ian Riley is a staunch Irish supporter.
Massive.
Staunch. If Irish stopped playing rugby, he would stop following rugby. That's how staunch he is. How would that have been an end to the second half, Robbie? On the bounce, unfortunately there, Jaden Taylor just spilling it, and that's half-time.
Well, that's half-time. Certainly is at you after half. Let's just check out quickly the tries. Scrums, St. John's 2 Hartmann. Right, we're back on. Come on now. You had a fantastic game, boy.
Be their first lost touch into
Oh, there we
touch.
go. And that's 12 points to 8.
And even well tackled. The cues of people. Not a good puff is right. Noah Mitchell.
First half at scrum off. Had an incredible season this year. You've got better afternoon of rugby here coming from Harare, Zimbabwe.
And I think Hartmann House will also want to finish strong this season. This is also their last game.
Yeah. We're still going to make a big difference. I've been very impressed with the two locks. Robert
has led from the front.
He has certainly. You've got to get that hook.
Yeah. The coaches are both up on their feet
well,
from both ends.
I might just pass the commentary mic to Wellington.
Wellington and Leon Hartmann.
Whoa! A young boy suffering from flu, and he's come on and made a massive impact.
And looks like he's limping.
It was on the open side, where the defense is obviously there's more defense there. So I did some really good work there.
Beautiful penalty conversion in the first half, Robbie. What a kick that was.
It's curling through. No, not on the left.
He can make a decision when to run. He's got good distribution, and he's also got that fantastic kicking game.
Yep. This is the making of a very special player.
While St. John's on the attack again, they've got that spring in their step now. They smell something. Can St. John's get that unbeaten season?
There we go. That is a big hit coming in. Took on the biggest man in the field and absolutely hammered him. But what a run from Kunesha.
Make it goal for poles. It is now a game of keeping that scoreboard ticking. Robbie.
It is straight in front of the poles.
Matukudule's gone for the quick tap.
Well, do they want to put a nail?
Oh,
prep.
The ref needs to keep an eye on that offside line. Robbie, they are creeping in a bit too quickly for my liking, just from what I'm seeing.
Yeah,
they have no time to pass the ball whatsoever.
Smallest guy versus the biggest guy. And the fence there. Space. That's how you got to defend. You got to meet him as he starts running. Otherwise, you're going to have a hard time. Lovely pass.
The ref is bundled down. He's up. Hartmann must have thought it was a
very good game from Tino. You don't get closer than this.
Oh, if it ends as it is now, they would have had a clean tackle. So far, so good. Here comes the counter.
Well,
so it's just a comedy. Rugby. 11 and 12-year-old.
Your provincial team there.
Yeah, looking forward to it. It's happening on the 28th in the Owen Davies Trophy.
Well, it's got to be an exit, yeah. You've got to bang it. Massive hit! Ball and all! Whoa, he timed that so well. At the change, the captain putting his hands up. Curtis Guara leading the way. It was such a good kick from David Croxford, sorry. David Croxford.
Season has
brilliant wrist.
But stopped well.
Jaden Taylor put that tackle in. Whoa, you're right in front of the poles. Whoa. Noah Mitchell. Hoffman looks like he's done his steps up for the kick. Should be able to do this with his eyes closed. Beaten season.
Hartmann House have what it takes to come back into this
Absolutely.
one. They have the quality.
Make that difference. Kunaishe Kwashirai, you give him space and he gets going, you're going to be in trouble.
Yep, and because it's a converted try and then they're back in the lead. Hartmann House, that's what they need.
Exit right down into the corners, put the pressure, they kick it out. Next. Brilliant.
Ball back, there is still time enough for them to try and score some more points. They need to spoil. Doesn't look like they're going to contest this one.
Well picked up there by Nduku. Nduku's got to go to ground. Beautiful. Just couldn't hold the ball. Knock back. Ref says play on. What a game. Mitchell! Mitchell! What a try. Fantastic play there by...
Yep. He has just, I think, settled the nerves of the St. John's coaches, no doubt about that.
Can you imagine? Unbeaten.
But Hartmann House still have time, Robbie. Still have time. Still have time to get back into this one. Noah Mitchell showing some individual brilliance there, spotting the gap on the short side and taking assistant coach Shingi Joya there. Was in the try box.
Kick Basanas. 1 point, St. John's Prep up against Hartmann House. 6, going on 6 minutes. Can they come back? Oh, you just got to keep the momentum. That's good defense coming through there from Hartmann House. Sona's going to bang it all the way down again. Wow, that was the call in the first half for Hartmann House to do that. St. John's Prep boys flying into there. And that's a scrum down.
Yep, I felt as if in the more he actually didn't signal that it was a more, so interesting call there. But
defending their unbeaten record this year. They're up 21 points against Hartmann House Slimming. That was really well done by Chigiji.
Defense, brilliant defense from the captain. Just carrying on what he's done so far in this game. A turnover.
He's given everything this game, that's for sure. Hartmann House do well there. Oh, he lifted. You always want that fluff looking up for you.
The call coming from the side is Max Verstappen, so this must be a very quick move.
Clock ticks down, yeah. Verstappen is the call. Or is Vus really well to get Hartmann House. Pick and go over the 10-yard.
So they've got options. Looks like they're going to the board ball. They are playing advantage over. That's interesting. They're going backward.
Well, we literally 2.5 minutes.
I think Hartmann House are running out of time.
Mitchell and
there's Noah Mitchell and Matugudure. Okay. The Hartmann House 9, he's done well as well, but
Erasmus said in the first half did so well. Robert Willer especially. How fitting for an unbeaten season.
They will be if this goes over. Referee has checked his clock.
Oh, that's lovely. That's a wrap up here, TC. Great game.
Will be too disheartened here, Robbie. It wasn't a walkover ball in the opposition half, and in the end, that's
3-1, and then penalties 4-2 from the unbeaten title. Yes, please. Yes, please. How's it going? Right.
I'm good.
You good?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do this interview first, please.
Captain was.
Captain, you had a good game, my boy.
Head coach, I'll get fired.
Is it? Assistant coach. Your name? Chigiji. Okay. Right, we're back here with the captain of Hartmann House. You guys gave a lot of fire. It was a tough game.
This game would be tough. We came with fire, and I must say Johns were pretty good, and therefore we played very well, and yeah.
You did. You had a really good game. I can see you're very upset. You had a really good game, and you can be very... Okay. Full name? Shingarai. Okay. Right, I'm here with the assistant coach of Hartmann House. Heartbreaking.
Yeah, it's a game of rugby. You win some, you lose some, but at the end of the day, it's about the kids having fun and that exposure.